The CIA was a lot dirtier than anyone could have imagined and was literally a state within a state operating in a very rogue capacity.
The chairwoman of the Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets came on this interview with Jefferson Morley to talk about the JFK files. And as you can see, she uses some really direct language. You're currently looking for a smoking gun document. There are tons of people looking for that document, even within the archives. The task force actually got a tip that there was a file amongst all of these JFK files that outlined a whistleblower who actually came forward and said the CIA was actively hiding information and destroying files on the subject. And not only that, but implicating them specifically in the assassination of JFK. I'll just let her explain the rest of this portion, but just FYI, the official hearing for the JFK files and stuff, where Jefferson Morley will actually be attending and testifying, will be on April 1st.
The task force and also to the transparency that this is providing, I think, is long overdue within our government. And I think part of the reason why you have such an array of theories is because of the fact that the government was not transparent. But what we're finding, and to really follow up on what you were saying, is that, here we are as congressional investigators, and we are tipped off that there is a document that exists. Actually, you had referenced, I think, one in one of the Substack articles that you were talking about, but we were actually told this by someone who's at the Civilian Declassification Board, which is a board that we'd go to if we found evidence that's classified, we wanted to push for it to be released, right?
Yeah.
That there was a CIA whistleblower report at the Inspector General's office at the CIA that implicated the CIA in the assassination of JFK, and also alluded to the fact that the CIA was knowingly destroying and hiding evidence from Congress, dating back even to the start with the Warren Commission. And so I say that because the American people suspected right after the assassination took place, was all the theories coming out, that the government was not being transparent, right? We now see, as you mentioned, this fact pattern and this mosaic coming forward that the CIA was a lot dirtier than anyone could have imagined and was literally a state within a state operating in a very rogue capacity.
Yeah, that's
and then
a great.
we find out,
Yeah.
right? And then we find out about this whistleblower report. And so I can tell you that I know you guys are looking for it. I know that our team is looking for it. And I actually also have the archives looking for this document. So if you guys come across that document before we do, please flag it for us, because what we are hoping is that the individuals named in that whistleblower report, we are hoping that they are still alive, because we are trying to get them to come to Congress to testify.
And do you have any idea when we might see that?
Well, I can tell you that right now what I'm being told is if all those documents are being uploaded, I'm hoping that, and I actually talked to the archives to see if they could just add a search, like a keyword search for some of these files, instead of us having to go through manually, click and close and then reopen. And so they're actually working on that as well. But again, we are working night and day to try to locate this document. So to my knowledge, and I also spoke to the CIA director